That's how it really is supposed to be, I think.
I don't think.
Hey guys, it's JB and Hart here. Here's Natalie Hart. I'm at JB, and here's our podcast.
It's really bright outside.
Well, it's a new format, Natalie.
Yeah.
And a bright new day, and it's nice and sunny.
Good thing is I have sunscreen on since, I would burn out here, just like Marceline.
Oh, nice one. Nice Adventure Time thing.
Yeah.
So we're going to go over events. Do we have hand gestures for future events, or do you want to come up with one on the spot?
I wish we had balloons here that would just go like, pew, pew.
We could just go. Pew, pew.
Okay.
Future event. You want to try it at the same time?
Okay.
Pew. No, I thought we pulled back.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Pew.
Okay, ready?
Okay. Pew. Jazz hands at the end, I was thinking. You want to try that one more time?
Okay.
I'm following you, start.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Pew!
Woo.
Events.
Events.
Okay, so coming up this weekend, if I edit this in time, is the San Fernando Valley Comic Book Convention. Now,
Right.
oh, it does sound bright. Apparently it's going to be indoors. It's the first San Fernando Valley Comic Book Convention. Have you ever heard of something like that before?
No, but I'm interested to see what that's gonna be like.
Natalie, you have to take that.
It's so, it's hurting my skin. Oh.
Well, next time we'll keep it indoors, I guess. What? Do you want a hat or something?
Do you have a really big hat?
Feel better?
Yes, slightly.
Okay. Also coming events is WonderCon is happening at the end of the month. Have you heard of WonderCon? Oh, come on, you must have.
No, I haven't.
WonderCon is happening in the Anaheim Convention Center, and it's a comic book convention also, but a much bigger one. It's part of the same people who bring us Comic-Con. So they're going to be big names there, big stars. It's growing every year. It's becoming bigger. So that's going to have a lot more stuff. What show would you like to see, or someone, like one of your favorite sci-fi or fantasy shows or anything? Do you have one?
No.
Are you completely dead on watching television? Do you watch television anymore?
Right now I'm on Lifetime watching the client list, and
I'm sure there's a panel for the client list. Is that a hooker show? Because Lifetime can't come up with it. I'm just gonna guess it's about hookers.
yeah, it actually is.
Yeah.
And
Lifetime is really empowering women.
And see, what else am I watching? The Walking Dead.
Oh, well, that might be there. WonderCon. They just had the Paley Center. They just had a great event for them. Did you catch the latest episode yet?
Yes, I did.
Oh, that was great, wasn't it? He's just them just sitting in a room together, the governor and Rick.
I actually was really annoyed.
Why?
The whole entire time I wanted someone to shoot each other.
You gotta admit, when they went outside, they had a good brain bash in there. Remember when the two badasses, they just broke this? That was great special effects.
That was great.
So they might be at WonderCon. They'll probably be at Comic-Con again. Then coming in May is BlasterCon, which is going to be in the Woodland Hills Marriott, and that's trying to be retro sci-fi stuff. So Doctor Who, a bunch of other stuff. We might be there covering it. Remember? Does that sound? Are you okay? It's not that bad outside. Oh, what?
You're not the one who suffers from skin problems.
Okay, what about, what's happening 2 weeks from now here in LA?
No.
You want to guess?
No.
It's dirty.
What is it? Oh, AdultCon, right?
Oh, you guessed it.
Yes.
How did you know?
I saw the poster outside the freeway.
Oh, okay. That's correct. It's going to be AdultCon. we were supposed to cover it, but our two field reporters just wimped out, basically. You know who they are.
Really?
Yeah, they wimped out. But anyway, so AdultCon lets people. There's such a huge porn industry here in Southern California that I don't even know really why they're charging people. Frankly, it should be a lot cheaper to visit AdultCon. But
How much is it to visit?
it's $50 a day, or I think, or maybe it's 40 actually. I think if you you get it online.
You get like free lap dances, right?
I don't know. I've never been. Have you gone to AdultCon?
No, but I've only heard rumors.
But it should be. I mean, how weird do you think it would have been us on the show floor, just asking people stuff? It's like, what's your favorite brand of insert, or something like that?
Like, what's your favorite dildo? Dr. Johnson? Like,
Is that a type of dildo?
yes?
Okay, I wouldn't know that. That's why I'm asking. Dr. Johnson's is really a type of. That sounds like a really family-friendly brand of dildo. I'm just saying.
Okay, I'll be right back.
So, but yeah, AdultCon, you're becoming I'm sorry, you're becoming more of a cooler looking character than me as we go on. It's like, next going to be something else. You usually have sunglasses and be like, oh, everything's awesome. So why don't we go into reviews of things or previews? You ready? So what's our gesture for let's do, how about movies first? What's our movie topic?
Movie time. Movie time. We like to eat the popcorn. Movie time. Movie time. I think I got some butter there. Okay.
That's a bit disturbing. This is us eating popcorn, though. I like that.
Yeah.
I would have gone with this, but you're in charge of those. So I just got Wreck-It Ralph. On the review just went up today, but I want to talk about it. It's a great video game movie that you didn't see for some reason, right? Why didn't you? I'm going to lend you the Blu-ray, but why didn't you see Wreck-It Ralph?
I didn't see Wreck-It Ralph because I didn't have the money for the ticket.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it. But you wanted to see Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, I really did.
Because it captures the best part. You will love Sugar Rush. I know you. It's an entire video game world based around candy,
That sounds fun.
and there's just a lot of cute little incidents there. And then what's her name? The Jewish woman who's the new nanny, Sarah Silverman. What? That was a bad joke? What?
I don't like Sarah Silverman.
She's cute in this though, because it's just her voice,
Oh,
and she's
okay.
Vanellope von Schweetz,
Okay.
and she's this little girl racer that has a glitch power. So she glitches in the game, and that's her power up basically. So she can glitch like to the side or something, or beat another racer. I wanted the video game. Remember when we were at the Annie Awards? So the extras are great. There's this great extra that didn't make the movie where they talk about someone like other racers don't like her because she is a glitch, because she's different, Natalie. So she wishes one would die in the street. There's no way this could have made it in the movie. And it's just like, and then she'd like to step on her hands so she couldn't crawl away as she died. I was like, wow, the writers must have knew walking into that wouldn't have been allowed. But Wreck-It Ralph is now out on Blu-ray. I would definitely suggest getting it. Let's shift into what else? Oh, I just also recently. Let me ask you this, Natalie. Would you eat sushi with teeth?
Huh?
Would you eat sushi with teeth? Okay, no, because this is dead sushi. From the director Noboru, I think I can't say it's Iguchi. Noboru Iguchi. He does a lot of creepy, funny Japanese films. And his movie that I recently saw is called Dead Sushi, available now to rent or own, through a bunch of media. And what happens is sushi comes to life and starts eating people.
That's really scary.
Why does it scare you?
Why wouldn't it scare anybody?
Well, they're pretty comical. I mean, they have little teeth and they eat people. And if you eat one, maybe it eats you from the inside out.
Ew.
Yeah, but there's a lot of comedy and nudity, and the plot becomes insanely ridiculous. I don't want to ruin it, but definitely, Dead Sushi is just something you watch with friends, not with family. It is insane. Was there any recent film you saw?
No, just Warm Body, sorry.
Oh, you saw Warm Bodies. How was it?
I thought it was awesome. I think it's a really great date movie. And
A lot of corpses in it for a date movie?
yeah, I mean, like, it's really funny. Like, you wouldn't, like, I thought it was going to be something really stupid,
Uh-huh.
but it ended up actually being quite nice, you know.
Oh,
Just going through I don't know, like, my boyfriend really enjoyed it, and I took him to see it for Valentine's Day.
aw.
Yeah.
That's adorable. Talking about film, LA's gonna have April's coming up, and you and I probably know it's Film Festival Central here during April. It's the Indian Film Festival, the TMC Classics, Japan Film Festival, and a sprinkle of more. There's just a bunch of film festivals. You okay?
Yes.
Do you want some water?
No.
Okay.
I don't like the sun.
You're barely in the sun. You want sunglasses too? I think it'd be cool if you did. Can you just, I'll give them to you for a second. Well, talking about, what?
Okay, anyways, go ahead.
So, we might be going there for my birthday for the Indian Film Festival, or part of it. We might
Yay.
start. They're gonna have a movie, and it's called Ika. Do you know what that means in Indian, or whatever Indian
No.
people speak?
Hindi?
Do they?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't go to India. Did you?
No.
Okay. It's called, it means fly. And what happens in this movie is two people are in love, a usual Indian film. Two people are in love. The guy gets murdered. And what do you think happens?
He dies?
He died. Well, that's what usually happens when you get murdered. You usually don't just live.
Okay.
But he gets reborn as a fly.
That's horrible.
But he still keeps his human intelligence as a fly, and now he wants to get revenge for his murder, and still wants to fall in love with his girlfriend.
That's never gonna work.
It looks like a lot of fun. Wow, that looks nice. Why is that never going to work? The human.
Why would a fly and a human, like, how would they reproduce or have intercourse?
I think it's more of like the love, like a Moore one, or it didn't, was one of the Oscar-nominated movies, and those old people couldn't have sex anymore. It was just, they loved each other.
That's stupid.
You're just heartless, Heart. Oh. Also coming in April, a bunch of horror-themed events. There's going to be Monster Palooza, a Vampire 5K, which might be good for you, that takes place at night, where and you have to run from vampires. How does that sound to you?
I wouldn't run from vampires.
You wouldn't run from vampires? Why wouldn't you run from them?
Because I would want to be one. I already hate the sun.
Well, you can be one, actually. So what you do is people have like 5 little tags you can rip off, and if all 5 they're dead or become a vampire, that's how it works. So you can sign up to be a vampire or just a victim, someone running away. And if you make it, I think you get like an honorary, you survived the Vampire 5K. So how does that sounds like fun, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Then there's also
Got my running shoes on, so.
nice. There's also the Days of the Dead, which is also pretty. Well, it's going to be at the LA Convention Center. It's like all these historic horror movie people are just going to be there for signing, but I haven't seen really any events yet. Would you go to that? Or I don't really want to. No, that seems depressing to you. In other things going on now, would you? Okay, let's say there's a puppet show, but it's an adult-themed puppet show. It's called Avenue Q, and it's a musical.
Oh, I've heard of that. When I was in New York, they had that. It's supposed to be really good.
Let's just stop for a second.
When I was in New York, I heard it. It's a really good show. It's supposed to be a really funny comedy.
Is it from the people who did Jim Henson stuff? Or
I don't know, but it looks like it. Whoa, what was that?
there's just ghosts and stuff. But I wonder how it is. It's playing here, I think, for a while, like a month or two. That sounds like a fun thing to go to. It's It's a musical comedy about...
Dawson, I'm gonna kill you. It's so hot out here.
How is... Why am I fine then, and you're just...
Because you're not allergic to the sun. Hold on.
Do you want to just move?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay. Now I can stop bitching.
We're both in shot, right?
Yeah.
Let's do video games then. How about video games?
Sounds good.
Okay, what's our thing for video games?
Choo, 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 choo.
Is there a song?
No, it's just a choo,
Well,
choo,
the
choo,
popcorn,
choo,
I thought, choo, 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 choo. We're doing,
No.
who's that character? You're stealing that from a Sega game.
Sam?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Choo, choo, yeah.
I
Choo
got
Choo
it.
Rocket.
Not
There's,
choo choo. Chew.
yeah, there's, that girl who shoots things. You know, Space Channel 5.
He's just making stuff up. This
No.
is out of my own head. Choo,
Choo, choo, choo, choo, choo.
I don't know.
Well, you're going to work on that so when we have a video game segment, because we talked about video games. But anyway, so I just played Tomb Raider.
How was that? I'm excited for it.
Tomb Raider is a snuff film, basically, in that if the people, I just put up the review, but the people at Crystal Dynamics must get off on killing Lara Croft, because there are full animations, like they spent time on that when you die, where she gets brutally killed. It's not just like the screen, like you've been shot and you fall, there is that, but there's some animations where like your head is impaled, or someone slices your neck, and they just torture her throughout the entire game, where she just gets more hurt. And like every time she falls down, you're like, I don't really like that. But Crystal Dynamics is like, yes, we love seeing her get hurt. So that it is fun. It's like being in an action movie.
How,
Yes.
how was it seeing Lara Croft younger and at the beginning of her career?
They've done that already with the what I also put is, it's the same game you've played a million times. Like you played this game, it just looks beautiful. They've perfected you played a bunch of action adventure games, I'm sure, right?
I played like almost all the Lara Croft games. So,
They basically perfected it.
yeah.
But it's nothing new. It's like,
But I mean,
I've done that.
story-wise, like
No, it's not new either. It's like, okay, an island. There's some mystery going on. It's like it's a good.
but does it fill in any questions that you would have had?
No,
prior to
there's
the
no
game?
fill-in. This is a reboot. It's not a prequel. It's a reboot of the entire series.
It's a reboot?
Yeah, so none of that stuff you previously played exists anymore.
Okay.
It's a complete reboot. So it's not technically a prequel. It's the start over again, because they already had prequel games. But it's the end of our console cycle, and they now know how to make perfect games. And it's a treat, and I really did enjoy it. So but I'm not. It doesn't like, oh wow, I didn't like. It's not like, wow, that's brand new, or like they really thought of something new there. It's like, oh, this was a very good movie. But there's nothing new or iconic about it. That's all I'd have to say. Did I let you down there, or?
Yeah.
Oh, what did you think was going to be so?
Well, I don't know. I thought it was a prequel to the other games, because I know there was a prequel, but
There were a couple, I think, actually, prequels. When she was little or younger.
I thought there was just flashbacks.
No, there's like a prequel series, like when she was younger, and yeah, but it's fun, but it does have an M rating for a reason, because there's an entire room of like dead body parts at some point, and like you go down like a cave, and then they just fall down around you. So yeah, it is rated M for a reason, because people get hurt and murdered.
Even though the rating system is not really law.
I know it's not law, but it does help parents pick out a game. And I would say it's a lot better than the MPAA, our movie rating system, when you say it's more accurate.
Yeah.
So yeah, they do a good job on the video game rating system. They're fairly accurate. And what was the other video game you were excited about? We talked about it in an episode ago.
Oh, I'm excited. The 26th Bioshock Infinite's coming out.
And you're still excited.
Yes, I am.
I'm excited too. I want to play it as well.
I really do. But the only thing that kind of threw me off was that they changed the way that Elizabeth looks now. If you notice the first trailer to the trailer now, they completely changed the way her face looks.
I didn't notice that. That would seem like it'd be very annoying if they did that. Like
They did do that.
Oh, I don't know how hard that must have been for them, or if we got like a.
I don't know why they did that, but
Well, she's a major character. I think she's like a
Yeah.
helpful AI during the whole thing, which is, I wonder if AI has been perfected for this cycle, though. I mean, because usually I hate AI. I want to punch it in the face.
I don't know. This is pretty old, but I just recently stumbled onto this.
Uh-huh.
It's called Kara. I don't know if you heard about that. It's a video that was made for the PS3 console,
Uh-huh.
and it's supposed to be a prototype for a video game. And I don't know if anybody of you has seen it, but just look it up on YouTube, and it's pretty interesting.
Did you research it if it was actually coming out? Just Connor? Okay, so you might have known what it was. I'm just saying, that's all. What's so exciting about the video?
I don't know. I just I've never seen something so. Because it's about this robot who's like an AI, and she's being assembled, and then because she starts having human emotions, she's being disassembled. And then at the last moment, they changed their mind. But I thought it would be something that if you guys haven't seen it yet, just to watch it.
Well, what's interesting, Capcom's coming out with, that reminds me, Remember Me. Did you hear anything about that? It's a game, you're in France in the future, and you can go into people's brains and change memories. And you have to do it, and I haven't really played the game, but you change things like maybe you got into an argument with your wife, and in your memory you just threw something across the room. But but how she could change is oh no, you killed your wife. So then you might kill yourself. So it's called Remember Me. It's got the usual bad guys are why I can't remember who it's a woman with amnesia. That never happens in a video game. But it looks like fun, and she has a weird robot arm thing. So that's good. And then, did you like the Lost Planet series?
I've never played it.
Well, it has this great beard. It's a prequel, and it's made by an American company, so it will have an actual plot that makes sense. And it basically steals from aliens. So you're on an alien ice planet, and horrible giant bugs are constantly on it, and you fight them.
That's pretty disgusting.
What?
The bugs.
Well, don't you like killing bugs and monsters in games, don't you?
I like killing monsters and bugs. I just think, I don't know. I
What?
just think bugs in general pretty gross.
Well, okay. I mean, so if you went to a bug store or something, or what? What if we visited the insect section in the LA Zoo?
I've been there.
Recently? Or when you were little?
Last year.
Oh, okay. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So were you freaked out there?
I wasn't freaked out. I just thought it was gross. I was like, ew.
Oh, okay. So nothing would actually scare you.
No.
Oh, that's depressing. What do you think about the incredible Burt Wonderstone?
Oh, that new Steve Carell movie.
Yes.
I think it kind of looks dorky.
It looks awful to me.
Yeah. I was trying to be nice. I think it looks kind of bad.
Yes.
I just feel like he's playing the same character that he always does,
You mean he was Noah? What was he in that other movie? Was he Noah? The terrible movie?
Oh, yeah. Almighty something, Evan or something?
Yeah. Or
Evan Almighty.
Evan Almighty, I think. That was Jim Carrey's. But yeah, it's a bit... Here's the thing. I remember the trailer, watching it in a movie theater, and it was about Steve Carell and his partner. But, in the movie, and how they were growing up as magicians together. And after that trailer, all I see on television is Jim Carrey's in it.
Yeah.
And but the main story is going to be about him and his partner, I think, breaking up. And then some stupid love story might be thrown in there, because it's always, you throw that into the comedy. But
I had no idea that's what it was about. I just thought it was about two magicians fighting each other. Because when you watch the trailer on TV,
yeah, I
that's
know.
what it seemed like.
I know, but I think it's really going to be about him and his partner,
Yeah.
and there being a low point. It's so predictable that it's sad. It's like, how about not making a terror? It just seems like, you know, the same
Well,
stupid
people
comedy.
are gonna go watch it because he does have a really big, you know, fan base.
Yeah, but it's like he's hurting his fan base by being so weak. I mean, this movie looks terrible, really. I mean, there might be a few laughs, but I think everything we saw in the trailer, that's the best jokes they'll have. And I wonder if that's how long Jim Carrey's even in the movie, is how long he was in the trailer. You know, those scenes? I think that's it.
Maybe.
And then I can't wait to see what stupid Lovecraft is in there, you know, because they'll just put that in there.
So you're gonna actually go and watch it?
I might if... No, I'm not. I'm not going to see it at theaters. I'm just going to read about it because I know it's going to be awful. I mean, you can see, it's this time of year you never release a movie. It's bad time. You know, this is the time when all the crap comes through.